Hi guys, it's Ilene here, and today I want to do some ATC cards, simple with my deck of cards. I've been wanting to go through the whole deck. So, I like to do 6 at a time when I do a series of ATCs, and just because I like doing it that way. I have the things around me here that I'm just going to use for the most part. I have these cardboard hearts that I cut out of just regular cardboard, and then I tore the first layer of cardboard off, and how it come out is like this, and then like the some left behind and whatnot. I painted it with the craft paint. I did cover it, seal it with a acrylic, regular sealer, for all-purpose sealer. And then it wasn't quite shiny enough. I inked it up, and I even put some ink stamped on it, and then it wasn't shiny enough, so I added my watermarks and did some UT, thank you, UT on it, and made it look like there was moisture, water buildup on it. So that's what I wanted, something different. So that's what I did to all of them, just to show you what I've done. So I have 6 hearts prepared here, and they're all different sizes. I just kind of drew them and cut them out. And today I want to use scraps from my scrap bag down here. So I'm just going to pull out some random scraps like this and use those. I'm going to try to find things with a little bit smaller, if they have patterns on them, smaller pieces. Here's some book paper. So then I could use that. I also have bits of tissue paper napkin that I have, and I have a little container of that full of bits and pieces here and there, so I might dip into that as well. So that's my scraps here, and I'm just going to Mod Podge over that. I'm going to grab my brush here and get to work on that. And I'm just going to tear my pieces and do that, blend them in, Mod Podge them in. So, and I'm just going to go crazy with it like that with the first layer, and that way I could be recycling all these bits and pieces too that some people throw out, and yeah, you can make some great art with it. So I wanted to do that. So it's a recycled ATC, really, because even the cardboard was scrapped and scrapped, and then I put it away to use it for crafts. So I'm just going to add some matte, actually this is a little bit of glossy Mod Podge on it, and I'm just going to add my pieces. No particular order, I'm just going to do that. And it's just fun to play with and do things kind of differently. Use up your scraps. That kind of thing. If it goes over, it's okay because you can trim it after. And yeah, I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be cute. Cute. This is a pretty large piece. I'm like, let's play with it. Throw it on there. I'm going to just snip it now because it's going to want to interfere with my card there, I think. And whatever I snipped off here, I'm just going to throw on this one. that's what I'm going to do. So it's fun and it's neat, and you can just like reuse your stuff. I know I'm using a lot of glue by doing it this way where I'm going back and forth, but I don't mind. I really don't mind at all. But I'm just playing with it, and I just, yeah, I want to go back and forth with each. And yeah. It doesn't really matter what side the pieces are. I'm just going to just play with it whatever way here. And that's it. Just keep adding and adding and adding until you're done with it. I'm going to snip this one a little bit because it's because my card's curving in and the paper is kind of wanting to lift up, and I don't like that. There we go. I'm going to throw some color on there. Got some on my paper. Tissue. This is actually a coffee filter that I dyed and made flowers out of quite a while ago. Probably over a year ago. Still have it. So it's fun to just craft and use your scraps and not have a total plan. You can have, like, you know, and ask one thing, like I have the hearts plan, and that's the only thing. I know I want to add the hearts. I'm getting that glue off. And then, you know, you just, whatever you have on your desk, you can grab something and have some things ready to just grab and use. It's really handy to do that. It's very inspirational, and you can do a really lot of neat things by just playing with it like that. So, I like that. This glue, I must have had it open way too much because I have some chunks. I'm glad I put it in my little bottle rather than opening my big. I bought a really huge container of Mod Podge, and then I just refilled this container. But I think that this time I'm going to have to wash this container out, and that's what I didn't do before. I think that that will help with my glue. I know I have a lot of glue lines and everything, and that's going to help with the texture. It's not going to do anything to take away from it. It's going to really add to it, I think so. So I'm not worried about it. That's why I'm like adding a lot of glue. I know it might be a little wasteful, but it's going to look neat anyway. So it's not. It's just a technique. It's not really wasteful. I don't think. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me. I know I get quiet at times, and I don't know. I think sometimes it's depending on which way my iPod is facing, because I realize that my speaker is at one end, and sometimes I'll have it flipped another way, and I forget about it, and then you guys don't pick up the sound, or the iPod doesn't pick up the sound as much too. I know I have a quiet, very voice, not very exciting. This one doesn't want to glue down, and I'm not going to play with it anymore, so I'm just going to rip it off. just like that. No big deal. I love this orange on here that comes out on this pink and orange peachy. Pretty nice. I have no idea what I'm doing with this one. I'm just going to, again, I'm going to add like a huge piece here. Huge. And I love it. I love how the colors are coming through the coffee filter. I really love playing with coffee filters and dye. That's something that, yeah, it's really enjoyable. I'm going to add some more because I'm really enjoying the colors in the coffee filter. So I'm just going to try to not stick to this. Add some more. Just like that. I got this nice bluey color here, so I'm just going to throw that in here somewhere, different places. No plan, but look how pretty it is. This really looks pretty. This is how I make my like layered scrap papers when I recycle them. I just plop them down and not worry about where they're going. There we go. And this is getting really curled on me and folded and everything because it's been in the scrap bin. And I think I'm going to add some book paper. There we go. It's just really going to look neat, I think. I'm going to add more glue here. Yes, so try to recycle your scraps. This is great. There's some really good textures going on. So, yeah, that's how it's going. Okay, guys, this is kind of dry. I've been gone for a bit here. So, I was going to, I think, add some paper napkin. So I'm going to dig around here and find something I like. I don't know. This is just my napkin pile, things that I've used. So I'm going to go with this. And I'm just going to add some of that over here. I'm not sure how much I'm going to, it's really stuck in here. I'm not sure, just going with it. So, it up in my Mod Podge again. I probably should cut all this excess paper off. Might make it a little easier. I'm not sure if I should cover the whole thing. I'll cover it, see. No, I don't think I want to cover the whole thing. At least maybe in patches or something, but yeah. I can't really see the scrap underneath. So it's kind of looking sloppy right there, but just try to pull some of that off. So I'm just going to put some pieces on it. That's what I'm going to do instead of the whole thing. Trimming up my edges here. It's going to make it a little bit easier to put down my napkin to where I want it. You know what, that piece fell on there and I'm actually going to keep it on there. See this piece here? This little piece right there, scrap, just fell on there. And there we go. So I like that. So I'm going to keep that one like that. And my next piece, I'm just going to put some in the corner here. And just keep going with it. So it's been a very busy, I don't know, last couple of months for me. So it's been one of my oldest daughter's having a baby, so we had baby shower and all that kind of stuff. So lots of excitement around here. And baby's coming in February, so yeah. It's pretty good. I'm going to be a grandma again, so, and this time I'm going to have a grandson. So that's going to be really nice to have a grandson. I already have a granddaughter. So that's cool. So this one already has some ins. This one has some on. I'm just losing track of all my cards. So I'm just, yeah, kind of decided just to do little pieces here and there with it, so. And there's another one. I don't know. I'm going to try to put a piece of this scrap on here because so with all the Valentine thing coming up in February here, I thought, well, we can go with hearts, and hearts are never, they're always, you know, something really cool people like to see, so they're fun to craft with. So I think a lot of people are just going to be doing a lot of heart stuff. It's not just one a season thing too, it's pretty like all the time. That's cool. So, one last one here. I got paper napkin stuck to me and I know, and I'm just going to leave it because I'm going to try to get it off right now. Yeah. That's it for that. Whoa, that totally didn't come off. My fingers are so sticky right now. There. So now I'm just trying to think on my feet here of what I want to put on here. What else? So I have quite a bit of scrap on there. I don't know. I really got to clean up this bottle. So I have quite a bit of scrap on here. Put my paper napkins up here. And then whatever I got left for scraps too, after I cut them off, I just throw them back in the bag. So this is how it's looking. It's pretty cool. So that's how it's looking. And I could throw these hearts just over it and see how they look. They're looking pretty cute. I think I'm going to add some, put some glue on there. I'm going to add some texture, visual texture. And I should probably add something a little dark. So I got this blue bonnet, and I'm just going to, oh, way too much. Throw some of that on there. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Sniffling. But I'm going to throw some of the blue bonnet on there, I think. I think that's going to look good once I get the right consistency that I want to stamp my stuff. That's way too much. I want spots here. It's okay, I'll use it, but I really wanted some spots. And I like this texture. I think I'm going to do it again. I'm going to dry this, and I'm going to do it with a different color. So this time I'm going to use this brown maroon actually, it's a maroon. And I'm going to grab another lid, and my lids are not really clean. It's okay. Throw that on there. If it's going to come out, I'm not sure. It's pretty thick, but that's okay. You know what, it's really thick, so I'm going to use it as a stencil. So I'm going to come and grab my stencils here, and I'm just going to use that as a little bit of a stencil because it's so thick. I might add some cream to it, buttercream, to lighten it up a tad. I probably put way too much. I'm just trying to make something, I don't know, a little different, and I'm going to put it on just like this because I want it to look very messy. So I'm going to see how messy it is in the marble look. I like that, so it's good. It's all good. Good. I like that. That's pretty. And it's not too dark, I don't think. So it's kind of pasty, so that works to my advantage, and I'm still using up my old scrap paint, I guess I could call it. Paint that's kind of getting, someone gave it to me and they had it in their closet forever. So there we go. It's looking pretty cute. A lot of layers, and it's like unexpected what we're doing with it too, right? It's just a lot of fun. And like you could do what, you know, use your thick. So this is really looking nice. I like it. I'm going to add a little bit more of the blue on top of a few spots here like this. Like another layer. Oh, like I need more, right? Yeah, I do. Freshen up what was there. And yeah, I like that. So what I'm going to do next is, I think I'm going to add some gold. I want some gold in there now. So here comes in another lid, and I'm going to add some gold paint. I could use like marker or whatever, but I'm choosing to go with my, I think gold. Actually, I'm going to try silver. I haven't used silver in a while. I'm going to mix this really good. It sounds really liquidy. Now, I don't know, I can just kind of, I'm just trying to test out different ways of putting it on there that I like. So I'm just kind of stamping over my little. Well, it looks okay, but when I put the red on there, I'm not liking it, so a little disappointing. I'm going to add some flicks of black, I think, so I'm going to try to get some black ink to flick on it. So I'm going to get ink on me. It's looking too red and brown, and I guess I should have thought of that, because so that's why I'm going to darken it a bit, because I don't want my heart to blend in. So that's why I'm adding the ink. There we go. cookie! Yay! Okay. So I just added this like calligraphy ink that you get from Walmart. It's only a few bucks. So it's black. And that's going to take a bit to dry, so I have to dry some craft moss in this particular craft too, and I just have it here, and I thought, well, I wonder if I throw that in there. So I'm going to throw a bit of that in the design. Okay, glue gun is about ready. Throw some glue, hot glue on it. And throw that on. Put some pressure down. It's a messy job, but somebody's got to do it. Just snip away, whatever. It's looking cute. Too darn cute. Go for it. And then grab a nice heart. Hold it down. Isn't this fun? I like, that's what mixed media should be, just spontaneous art. Nothing too severely planned. I knew I wanted to do the hearts, that's why I made them before I did the ATC. And that's the only thing I planned out was that. And that was inspired by Veronica, because she had those nice cardboard hearts on one of her YouTube videos. And so I am like, I like that idea. So I decided to put some nice wood hearts, or nice cardboard hearts. So thank you, Veronica. And I think her YouTube channel is Pattyson Friend or something. I'm sorry, I'm horrible. I should know everyone's names of their channels by now. And this is how it's looking. I like it. Now, do I put some black? I don't know, so let's see. Should we just ink it, or should I just put some painters on it? I don't know. I don't know. It's a very good question. My ink pad, I'm going to try that one. Maybe I'll just ink it. It's a little softer than the pen. So that's about it, guys. I think these ones turned out pretty cute. Here's this one. It's very mixed media. It's very artsy. Layers of scrap paper. Some paint. Oh, actually some paper napkin. Some paint. Cardboard heart. craft moss. And we have a masterpiece. Isn't that great? I might be shaking the camera, guys. I'm so sorry. It's like in a jar of my cheap markers. It's the only reason why I have them. So guys, I was playing around with the idea in my head to put love on there. So what I did was I took a piece of paper, sprayed several times with my alcohol inks, well, the homemade ones with marker, and I just had a pad paper, and I just did that on that. I did layers and layers, so then I get the more layered bubble splash, whatever that look is, and dried it and to get that. And then I just had this scrap over here on the side, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to put that in front of it. And I actually, now that I look at it, I forgot to ink these. But I inked my first one. So that's what I did. I forgot to ink these. But just to let you know, now I'm trying to re-ink them. It's like, what did I do? That's okay. There's no wrong. Just ink them, and I got that stuff on my heart, so it'll just rub off. The black will rub off. I got UT on it, so anyway. And then I put the music paper behind there just to give it more depth. And I thought that was cute. So that's how they look now. And then I was looking at it, I'm thinking this paint looks so dull. I went over with Mod Podge, and you can see how nice and shiny that is now, the background compared to, say, this background. So I'm just going to do that with all of them and just put some Mod Podge around all of them. And yeah, I'm going to get the moss, but it's not a big deal. And just make a nice sheen. Because the paint gets, that acrylic paint's a little dull, so yeah, just like that. That would be perfect. I would have thought of that earlier. I would have put that on first, but that kind of thing, so I didn't do that. It's not the end of the world. You can always fix it up. So I think I'm done, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope this was inspiring. Like I said, I had to cut out a bunch of stuff when the video was getting long, and I hope I didn't cut out too much. Just more or less just layering and all that kind of stuff is where it would take, you know, long. Usually I do, a lot of times I was doing one card and then I'd finish all the other ones the same, but this time I kind of went and did all of them. I think I've done that a couple times now. So the challenge here is just to use your scrap papers as the background, and then your napkins, paper napkin scraps, and then use cardboard heart or cereal box heart or whatever kind cutout heart. It could be even paper heart, and yeah, have fun with it. See what you guys can come up with what's around you on your desk. So that's the challenge, to use what's around you on your desk. Do a heart card, something with a heart. It could be cardboard, it could be clay, whatever. And just have fun with it. So talk to you later, guys. And yeah, thumbs up if you like and share. Bye, guys.